There's a few videos on YouTube right now talking about the top 10 rarest Minecraft accounts, but personally I don't agree with any of these lists, so I decided to make my own. In today's video I'll be showing you guys some of Minecraft's rarest accounts and we'll be trying our best to figure out which one of these is the most valuable one. Before we get into the list however, I need to set up some ground rules as well as tell you guys how these accounts are appraised. So if you're wondering what makes a Minecraft account expensive, you need to ask yourself two questions. Is your username rare? And if it is, how rare is it? And does your account have any Minecraft official capes? And if it does, which ones? There's other factors too, like name history, account history, how much recovery information exists on the account, and way more, but that's not nearly as important as these first two. With that out of the way, the rules that I made up for this list are the following. No Mojang accounts. That means any account that has been or is owned by a Mojang employee will not count towards this list. All of the accounts have to be made by the general player base. Any account that has been hard deleted or changed by Minecraft will also not count towards this list. Therefore, accounts like the underscore account are out of the picture. Deadmau5 is also not going to be on this list. His account doesn't have a rare name or a cape. Anyway, I think we can get into the list now. So for our number 10 slot, I decided to put the account God. This account has one of the best possible usernames in the game, as well as a 2011 Minecon cape. This account's history is a bit blurry, but the last owner of the account was a well-known seller known as Dark One, who lost the account at some point in 2017. This account was probably best suited for a server admin though, as waving the ban hammer with the username sounds really fun. For our next account, we have Star. The name was originally on this 2016 cape account, but in 2019, the owner of the account decided to transfer the name over to an account with 4 Minecon capes, missing only the 2013 cape. Now there's quite a few accounts that could replace this slot on this list, each one arguably with a better name, the same amount of capes, and a better name history, but all of these accounts have the same capes, while Star has a completely unique set of capes, which is why I picked it for the 9th place. The next account is something that not a lot of people know of, and to be honest, I hardly have any proof that this account actually exists. Now if you search up the name Wham on NAMEMC, you'll see an account with no capes and nothing special. This is because the owner of the account has turned off every cape on their NAMEMC profile, so they're no longer displayed. Now if you look up the same account on the site MC Skin History, you'll see the account's not only migrated and has the migration cape, but it also has 5 Minecon capes. Now that's cool and all, but what's so rare about the name Wham? Well, this account's no normal account, and when you read the previous name, it all starts to make sense. Dedicated Wham,
Ended amount of dedicated Wham I should have to a server.
Next up, we have the account King. This account was owned by a Hypixel staff member, KingCamC, who earned 4 Minecon capes for his account. Another thing that made this account special was that it used to have a custom King rank on Hypixel, but it has now been removed. Alright, the next account is Ho, which is the first and only 2-letter name to make it onto this list. Now if you don't know why 1 and 2-letter names are rare, it's because in order to make a Minecraft username today, the character limit is minimum 3 characters, but back in Minecraft Alpha, this wasn't the case. Anyway, Ho has 4 capes, making it the only account of its kind. Now what could be rarer than that? Alright, next up we have the account G. This account has 3 Minecon capes and a username that is only 1 letter. Now while there have been around 350 2-letter names, there's only around 4 1-letter names in the game that still haven't been deleted. The account was originally owned by a Mineplex staff member, but was later sold and then got locked in 2019. But more on that later. Our next account for the number 4 slot is the account Steve. This account has a 2011 Minecon cape and the username of your first Minecraft model if you bought Minecraft before 2016. And it's also one of the most famous video game characters in the world. If you want a full history of this account and the story behind the owner, you can check out my video about that in the corner. Anyway, let's move into the top 3, and this is where things start to get interesting. But before we do that, I wanted to remind you guys to fucking subscribe. This next account is the perfect account in my opinion. Red. Now Red is a pre-name account, meaning it's one of the only accounts to have ever had this username. It has 5 Minecon capes and the username is one of the most common favorite colors. There's really not much else to say about this account. It is really clean and yeah. Alright, for number 2 we have the account Fox. Well, Fox is definitely one of the most special accounts in Minecraft. It's similar to Red, having all 5 Minecon capes and the pre-name username Fox, but on top of that, it's also only one of 21 accounts holding the Cobalt cape, which is one of the rarest special capes Minecraft has to offer. This means that not only does the account Fox have 5 capes, it has 6 official Minecraft capes. Before the migration cape came out last year, this was completely unheard of in Minecraft, besides a few special accounts. Now before we get into the best account of all time, I want to show you guys some other special accounts that didn't quite make it onto this list. We have the account Minecraft with a 2011 cape, the account Jeff with 5 Minecon capes, the account Deadmau5, which is the only account that has a cosmetic that isn't a cape, the account Easy, which has 3 capes, and SuperKai64, who was the little kid in the Minecon clip. Alright, finally, for a number 1 slot, top, we have the account 8. This is probably the most known OG name ever, as it's been talked about and clickbaited on YouTube for years. The account has only one letter, as the username is similar to G, but this account is a pre-name, unlike G, and has 4 Minecon capes, making it more valuable. In 2018, a guy known as Xavier bought this account for $8,000, which was made famous in this video by Xnestorio. But what a lot of people don't know is that this guy went to prison for stealing over 100 bitcoins in 2017, which today is equal to $3.4 million. I already made a video about this, so I'll just link that in the corner too if you're interested. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Peace.